Hi everyone and welcome to Bodyworks Prime. Today we're going to be going over the origin, insertion and action of the Triceps Brachii muscle. The Triceps Brachii muscle is comprised of three heads. The first head we're going to look at is the medial head, which you can see right here. And sitting on top of the medial head, we've got the long head and the lateral head. And these heads are all going to converge together and meet in a common tendon, which you can see I've labelled here. This tendon then comes down and inserts on the Olecranon process of the ulna, which you can see right here highlighted in blue. Now, because the Triceps Brachii muscle has three heads, it has three origins, so let's look over them next. So the first head we're going to look at is the long head, and the long head of the Triceps Brachii originates here, marked in red, on the Infraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. So next up we got the lateral head, and the lateral head originates here just above the radial groove. The radial groove is a sort of depression, sort of groove which runs down here, and it actually houses the radial nerve and the deep brachial artery. So lastly, we got the origin of the medial head here marked in red, and if you remember, the medial head is the one that sits underneath the lateral and the long head. We've got the radial groove again coming down here, so the origin of the medial head is going to be just below the radial groove. So we're back here again with a skeletal model, and you can see the origin of the long head of the Triceps Brachii here in red on the Infraglenoid tubercle of the scapula. You can see the origin of the lateral head here, just above the radial groove, and the origin of the medial head just below the radial groove. And these are going to come together to form a common tendon which inserts here on the Olecranon process of the ulna. So you can imagine, because it's crossing the elbow joint, it's going to cause extension of the elbow as its primary action, but also because the long head connects here on the infraglenoid tubercle, what's going to happen when the humerus is up here in an abducted position and it squeezes? It's going to cause adduction of the humerus. Now bear in mind there's other muscles which contribute more to humeral abduction than the triceps, well, the long head of the triceps muscle. So you've got the latissimus dorsi, for example, which is going to contribute far more to adduction, but the long head of the triceps does contribute to this as well. Now if we got the shoulder up here in a flex position, and again you can imagine the long head squeezing, it's going to cause extension of the shoulder as well. And again, you're going to have muscles which contribute more to this than the long head does. So for example, the rear head of the deltoid is going to be a stronger extender of this shoulder than the triceps, but the long head still contributes to this movement. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit those buttons, and I'll see you all next time.